That is Memphis. Around 2400 BC, this is one of the most important cities in the world. Houses, workshops, temples, and apparently no shade anywhere. So, I researched this trip, I really did. Somehow none of that prepared me for this heat. I've been here about 30 seconds, and I'm already melting. I'm Zara, and today I want to find out what life here is actually like, not just for kings, but for the people baking bread, trading cloth, and working beside the Nile. It's 4 smolids. And then the theory whether these then now? Oh! Okay, there was a stone there. Ancient Memphis, beautiful city, aggressive flooring. I'm fine. Hi, I'm Zara. I was told I could stay here.
You were also told to arrive before the heat.
That information reached me emotionally, not physically.
Please in.
Look at these walls. Every pattern is painted by hand. This is somebody's actual home, not a museum reconstruction, and it feels surprisingly peaceful.
It is peaceful when guests do not touch everything.
Excellent rule. Perfect timing. Right. Bed test. Oh, that is extremely committed to being firm.
It is a good bed.
Yes. Very supportive. Emotionally distant, but supportive. This is the pillow?
It supports your head and protects the hairstyle.
My head and I have concerns. Wait, is this the bath?
It is for washing.
Perfect. We have different words for the same dream. Tonight, this becomes a luxury spa.
It does not.
We'll see. Before I explore the city properly, I'm going to make one small attempt to blend in. Merritt says there's a cosmetic artist just around the corner, which sounds simple. Before we explore Memphis, I'm going to try to blend in. Nefru has very kindly agreed to help, and judging by that expression, she has already identified several problems.
Sit.
Did men wear this too?
Women and men. For beauty, for the sun, and for protection.
So it looks good, reduces the glare, and carries protection. Ancient Egypt made eyeliner practical. Okay, I absolutely love it. The Egyptians perfected eyeliner more than 4,000 years ago, and apparently we've spent the rest of life pretending we could improve it. Still not finished?
Now it is.
I've just walked into the market and I need a second because there is a lot going on. Also, the makeup has apparently made me confident enough to pretend I know where I'm going. I do not. There are no coins or notes here. Values can be calculated against copper, but people are mostly exchanging goods. Everyone seems to know what everything is worth, which is impressive and slightly stressful. Did you see that? She just exchanged folded linen for 2 fish. No receipt, no price tag. They both understood the value, and the entire transaction took about 5 seconds. Okay, food. Tia has bread, dates, onions, and something in that cup she insists is beer. You know, I'm hungry enough to become reckless.
Bread first.
That sounded like a warning. Egyptian beer is thick, warm, slightly sour, and honestly closer to breakfast than a drink.
It gives strength.
It has the texture of strength.
Try.
I should probably tell you that I hate onions. Yep, still hate onions. My stomach is not agreeing with my decisions. Bread, beer, and onion individually, perhaps fine. Together in this heat, apparently a crime.
Healer. That way.
I love an efficient diagnosis. Bread, beer, and onions were everyday staples, and workers could receive them as regular rations. Imagine finishing a long week, and your reward is more onions. Personally, I would negotiate. My stomach and I have reached a disagreement. Apparently, there's a healer somewhere along this street, which is excellent because ancient urban navigation has not been my greatest skill today. Thank you. That direction looked medically promising.
That's the pharaoh, the living Horus, the king at the center of this entire world, right? Less staring.
I think I found the healer. It smells of herbs and incense, and these shelves are giving very strong trust the process energy.
Sit.
I am choosing to trust the process.
Where does it hurt?
My stomach. There was bread, thick beer, an onion, and a series of poor decisions.
You ate too quickly in the heat.
That diagnosis feels unnecessarily accurate. I literally turned right out of Seneb's clinic and found this. It is beautiful in a completely different way. This is the Temple of Paya, one of the most important sacred places in Memphis. Religion is woven into ordinary life here. People bring food, flowers, and drink, not as a performance or something reserved for kings, but as part of the rhythm of the day.
Ra crosses the sky in his solar boat and each night enters the underworld. Sunrise is not taken for granted here. It means cosmic order has been restored for another day.
Ptah is the god of this city. In the Memphian tradition, creation begins in the heart as thought, then comes into existence through speech. Imagine something, name it, and the world changes. That is a beautiful idea. I've left the city, and suddenly everything is green. This is the floodland, the black land. A few steps beyond it is desert, and the difference between those places is literally life and death. What are you growing?
Emmer wheat and barley.
Bread and beer. So basically the foundation of everything I've eaten today.
And everything you will eat tomorrow.
Is this tax?
A measured part goes to the state. It supports storehouses, temples, and workers.
So grain is food, tax, payment, and accounting all at once.
Grain keeps the country standing.
That dark soil is Kameh, the Black Land, renewed by Nile floodwater. Beyond it is Deshrat, the Red Land. The border isn't symbolic. You can see almost exactly where cultivated life ends.
This little channel connects the whole system. Nile water feeds crops support workers and temples, and organized labor supports the kingdom. Civilization here isn't simply beside the river, it depends on extending its reach.
And respecting it.
That too.
This is a mastara, a tomb built for a high official named T. It looks almost plain outside, which probably means the inside is about to prove me completely wrong.
Come.
That was ominously efficient.
These aren't battles or gods, they're fishing, harvesting, craftsmen, animals, actual daily life in Egypt around 2400 BC.
What sustained him in life must sustain him after death.
They painted an entire world so it wouldn't disappear. It looks like a doorway, but it doesn't open.
It is for the Ka. The living bring offerings here and speak T's name.
So remembering someone was part of keeping them present. Someone stood in this room and painted the work, food, animals, and people Tai wanted to keep. More than 4,000 years later, we're still looking.
It worked.
I just left a tomb built to preserve one man's life, and outside I can hear the people who made that kind of eternity possible.
That block is moving on a wooden sledge. He's wetting the sand ahead of it to reduce the drag. Ancient engineering hiding in plain sight.
Is that really copper?
Copper cuts, stone strikes. The cord keeps the face straight.
So it's engineering, geometry, and dust in your eyes.
Bread, onions, dates. Eat.
Thank you. These were organized crews with food and rest, not the chained slave army movies keep showing us. We talk about pyramids as if kings built them. They didn't. Thousands of hands measured, hauled, cut, cooked, and carried. The monument has one name. The work had many. I've gone from the desert edge to this in about 5 minutes. That green strip is the Nile flood band, and almost everything I've seen today depends on it.
Careful, step in the center.
Not falling into the Nile would be a strong ending to my day. The current carries boats north, and the wind helps them sail south.
The river gives us both roads.
So Egypt had a two-way highway before highways existed. Today looked like temples, markets, tombs, and monuments. But underneath all of it was this river. The Nile didn't just cross ancient Egypt, it made ancient Egypt possible.
May the river carry you safely.
Thank you. That's much nicer than anything my ride-ship driver has ever said.
Memphis doesn't switch off after sunset. Workshops are closing, families are collecting bread, and every doorway seems to become a conversation.
This feels incredible. I've got desert dust, limestone dust, and probably half of Memphis on me. This morning, I thought ancient Egypt would be pyramids and pharaohs. But the part I'll remember is the people. Farmers, artists, workers, and strangers who kept helping me. Tell me which part surprised you most, and where I should time hawk next. If you want to come with me again, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.